Welcome back. This is the second video I'm recording for today, so I'll probably schedule it for tomorrow. But I forgot to do the 2-month update, 2 months of semen retention, because I hit that milestone while I was in New Zealand. So it's been almost a week since then, and I'm feeling great. Feeling really good. I was in a flat line for a few weeks, and now finally I can feel myself coming out of it, and I've got focus, I've got energy, and overall I feel good. I feel really optimistic for the future. That's not to say that there's not certain challenges I'm dealing with. There's always going to be challenges, there's always going to be difficult days. I've been a few tricky days this week. It does happen, it tends to happen, of course. A lot of times post-travel, some challenges, just settling back into the routine, and some things happen while I was away, so on and so forth. But anyway, overall I am feeling really good, and I wanted to talk about one of the most important benefits for myself of being on semen retention, and that is becoming more impulsive. Yes, becoming more impulsive, like just having an impulse or having a thought, having a feeling, and just acting on it. Now, being impulsive and acting rashly can be bad in certain circumstances, and it depends on your personality, of course. Like if you're someone who you're naturally very impulsive, you're very much assertive, and just like you want something, you go get it. Perhaps being on semen retention might exacerbate that, might make you too much of that. All right, but for myself, I've always struggled when it comes to being confident and taking action. I've always had doubts, and I've suffered from low confidence, and as a result, oftentimes if I would want something, I would find it difficult to voice my opinion, difficult to take a stand really and just take action. And that still affects me to this day. But I have found that on longer streaks of semen retention, I naturally just become more impulsive, and if I want something or if I feel something, I'll just do something, take action. And that's where it gets to the point of just do it. Just do it. If you have a goal, if you really want something, just do it. Take action, any action towards that goal. That's not to say don't think before you act. That's not to say don't consider your actions. Of course, we have to consider our actions, and certain things we really need to think twice before we act. Of course. But at the same time, like I've mentioned in a previous video, we can spend so much time talking about our goals, talking about our feelings, talking about everything that we want in life. And I know I've done that myself, where I said, okay, I want this, and this is my plan, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, step 1, 2, 3, and this is my plan. I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore, or at least I'm going to try not to do that. I'm sure I'll slip up and still get into old habits, but I'm trying not to do that anymore, where instead of just telling people, okay, this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to just execute the plan and tell people after the fact. Like that's all I want to treat this for. I want to treat this as like a journal. This is a journal where I'm just sharing my day-to-day life. And essentially, if I take action, then I'll share. Like, hey, this is what I've done. Instead of saying I'm going to do this, because if you're constantly like I used to think that telling everyone and telling people about my goals and what I want to do is a good thing. I thought, if I tell people, then it'll be build accountability. Whereas, okay, I've told someone, now I have to do it. Actually, I found the opposite is the case. I found that if I tell someone about my goals, and if I speak about it, I sort of get like depends on the person, of course. Some people don't say anything. Some people will just criticize everything you do, no matter what, for whatever reason. And some people will be genuinely supportive and genuinely say, yes, good on you, go for it. And it's actually that crowd, that crowd that can be the most harmful indirectly, actually. People who constantly just heap praise on you and say, oh, look at you, you're doing so well, you're so smart, you're so whatever, you're so handsome. Whatever, I'm just using random examples. But people that constantly heap praise on you and constantly praise you for everything, saying, okay, you're doing so well, this is awesome, go for it. Good on you, man, good on you, girl, whatever, whatever circumstance you're in. That can actually be quite destructive, I believe. Now, I'm not blaming these people, of course. I'm not saying, and I've done that myself. I've praised other people, and look, praising other people, of course, you want to raise people up, and you're happy when, I'm happy when people praise me and raise me up. You want that to a certain degree, of course. If you go out, you do something, you accomplish something, and then you achieve something, great. Praise is well warranted. But we live in a society of low standards where, like, if you participate in something, you get a participation trophy, participation certificate, which I've never liked. I've never liked that. I think we need to get back to a merit-based society where we award the winners, don't award losers. Like that's really the problem in our society. One of the biggest problems is that our society awards mediocrity and awards losers. I'm sorry, it avoids being a loser. And look, I myself, at various times in my life, have been in that category where I've pretty much been a loser, where I might have, like, I've always had goals, I've always had ambitions, but I was in that category where it's like I was pretty much a loser because I wasn't taking any action. I would have all these grand plans, but I wasn't taking any action towards it. And I would always tell people, okay, I'm going to do this and that, and then I just wouldn't take the action. So that's what I'm getting at here. If you really want something, you just have to do it. And I'm going to use an example. I've told people I'm not going to say what my plan is anymore. Well, I'm just going to tell you an example of something I did today. So, I've mentioned in the last few weeks that now that I'm done with uni, I want to look for some ranger work. Okay, some work as a ranger. Now, I'm still waiting. I've got all my final results now. I'm just waiting to officially be allowed to graduate. Like, I've got everything done. I'm just waiting for any announcement on when the next graduation ceremony is so that I can go and attend. I haven't heard anything, so yeah, anyway, that's what I'm waiting on. But in the meantime, I've decided, okay, well, I'm going to still look for jobs, still start applying, because why not? I'm just working 3 days at my old job right now, and I want to get a move on. I want to start working in my field. Well, yesterday, I logged on to my university email. I'm still logged on to the email just every 3 days just to check any updates, anything. And anyway, yesterday I logged onto my university portal and my emails, and anyway, I get an email from one of my lecturers that I had for a few of the past trimesters, and they basically just sent it to me and a few other students. They're like, okay, to all students studying environmental science, there's this there's this environmental consulting company that is looking for final year students and university graduates to come on board as a casual to help with some projects. This is a great opportunity to get experience. You get paid, of course. It's not like a placement. Like, you get paid. Like, I did a placement last trimester. This is like a proper placement. You get paid, and yeah, they are doing a lot of big projects. There could be some good opportunities down the line for full-time work. So there's this environmental consulting company, and they do stuff like clear invasive weeds, land surveys, all that. Work with government agencies, work with local landholders, stuff like that. A bit similar to the ranger group that I was doing a placement with, right? And they're based up in Toowoomba. Toowoomba is the closest city to where I live. It's only a bit more than an hour away. And yeah, I studied at the University of Southern Queensland based in Toowoomba, and there's this environmental consulting company up there, and they're looking for students basically to take on, starting off casual part-time, but then there's the potential for full-time work offers in the future. So yeah, anyway, I got this email, and they were just explaining what it's about, and then at the bottom of the email they just left the name of who to contact and their number, right? Just name and number, that's it. Like, contact this number if you have any further inquiries. So man, in the past I would have really botched this and just said, yes, I should go for this, but then I gotta call this number, man. Like, I suffered from severe social anxiety in the past, and especially phone calls. I always hated phone calls. Well, now at my current job I have to do tons of phone calls, so I'm desensitized to phone calls. I don't care about phone calls anymore. I can do them. I call customers all the time. I have customers call me. So what? I don't care anymore. I can do phone calls. So anyway, I saw that email last night, and then I thought, all right, tomorrow I'm calling this number. And yeah, just right now, like just an hour ago, before I jumped in the car, I'm going into town now to do some groceries. I'll stop by the student hub where I would go to study and stuff. I'm going to drop into the student hub quickly, catch up with who's over there, catch up with some of the staff, other students over there, and then I'm just going to do some groceries. That's what I'm doing right now. But before I jump in the car, thought, all right, before I go into town, I'm just going to call this number. So I called the number, guy answered right away, and basically, I told him, yep, I'm a final year graduate from University of Southern Queensland, studying environmental science, and I'm just calling in regards to an email I received about work opportunities at your company. And anyway, he was saying, oh, you're very fast, like, because they sent the email out literally yesterday. Oh yeah, you're fast. We haven't even finalized the job description and everything yet, but if you leave me your number and email and contact details. So I gave him my number, my email. He's like, well, we're currently in the process of getting job description up and running, and we're keen to take on university graduates. So thank you for reaching out to us so quickly. So I gave him my contact details, and he's like, once we have a job description up and running, we'll let you know. And basically he was explained a bit of what they're going to do, and it sounded very promising. So they're looking to take on casuals to start with, final year students and graduates as casuals to start with. Environmental consulting company, and they do some similar work to what the Rangers group I did last trimester. And that was it, just like 5-minute call. I just called up, put my name down, and explained a bit about myself. And anyway, he seemed surprised that I called so early, because it's like the email was sent last night, and then I'm just calling this morning. I just called straight away. So I did that, ticked off, done. I didn't even think about it much. I didn't even, like in the past, I would have overthought this a lot, where I'm like, okay, I would have put it off. But look, sometimes these opportunities will come up where, okay, you have a job opportunity or whatever, and these are like very narrow windows. The opportunity won't last for long, and it comes down to it. You just have to do it. Just take action. Just do it. And really, being on semen retention, I've become a lot more impulsive and a lot more confident in myself, because it's a lifestyle that involves a level of self-discipline. So you have to be willing to take action, and that's what I did today. I just went up there, took action. It may not lead to anything. Maybe I don't know. This might just have been a once-off thing, and I might not hear back, and it might not lead to anything. But at least I've done it. At least I've tried. At least I've done something. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So at least I've done something. Put my name down. I've done all I can for the time being. And if it doesn't lead to anything, so be it. At least I tried. If I don't try, then I'm guaranteed to fail. That's the thing. Don't be afraid of failure. If you never try, you're guaranteed to fail. If you try, even if it's a minute chance of success, at least you have a chance of succeeding. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm doing well. There's good days, there's bad days, ups and downs as usual, but overall I'm on the right track. Like I did mention before, I also did put myself down as a casual with the Ranger group I did the placement with. There's not much work available with them at the moment, unfortunately. With this gloomy weather we've been having, so many of the job sites are just all boggy, and they usually do like controlled burns this time of year. Well, none of that's going ahead, it's just too wet. So anyway, this company sounds promising, and it's based up in Toowoomba, which I like. If eventually I could find full-time work somewhere up in Toowoomba, I would be happy about that. I would. Like I've mentioned the possibility of moving interstate or even out of the country, depending if the right opportunity arises. And like not really wanting to move elsewhere in Queensland and stuff. Toowoomba is a place I would move. Toowoomba is really the only city in Queensland where I would consider moving. I really quite like Toowoomba. It's part of the Darling Downs region, really the capital and largest city in the Darling Downs region, only city in this region. It's Toowoomba's a nice city. It's not too big. It's got enough going on. There's a bit of everything there. And it's just a central hub for the Darling Downs region, which is a large agricultural area in southeast Queensland, inland from the coast along the Great Dividing Range. I quite like Toowoomba. It's higher up in elevation, cooler climate compared to like Brisbane and the coast. So I like Toowoomba. If I could find something in Toowoomba, I'd be very happy. Plus, I'm familiar with it. It's where the university is based. I know some people there, so who knows? Anyway, all right. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do next. That's it. That's enough of that. I'm trying not to share too much of my plans. But anyway, I thought I'd share an update. I made a phone call today, and potentially this might be an opportunity. It might not. I'm not holding my breath, but hey, at least I've done something. So we've got to take advantage of these opportunities when they come our way. And ultimately, it gets down to it. You have a goal. if you want to do something, just do it. Just go do it. So that's it. 2 months of semen retention going strong. I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. We keep going day by day. Stay strong. Almost an upward.